All right, guys, we're on our 2007 Jeep Wrangler, and this Jeep has had a misfire, a random misfire, for quite some time. It does not set a code. It does not bring a check engine light on. But when it's in high gear and you start going up a slight incline or you start trying to like pass a car, and if it doesn't downshift, it really starts bucking really hard. And I've been meaning to get to it when I had time, and I finally have time today. So we've got the scan tool. I've got the KINGBOLEN K7 hooked up to it. And if I guess the first thing we ought to do is just scan for codes. So we'll do that real quick. And then I'm probably going to have to take it for a drive. And I want to record some misfire data so we can kind of figure out, I don't even know what cylinder or cylinders that it's misfiring on. So let's do an auto search. Let's just make sure that there's no codes. We don't have a check engine light. About 2 years ago, I put plugs and wires on this Jeep. My son, this was his college vehicle, and he was in another state. And just preventively, I wanted to put plugs and wires in it, just so that hopefully he wouldn't have any problems with those. Okay, so we're just going to do a health report, and we're going to see what all this thing might have. And of course, it's got there in the tip arm or the body control module, it's got 4 codes. Those are probably going to be, yeah, headlight, lost communication. Oh yeah, it's got an aftermarket radio in it too. So yeah, but you can see the where's the PCM at? Huh. Didn't even scan the PCM. Let's go over here to system selection. Let's go to PCM. Okay, let's just read fault code for PCM. And no DTCs. So what I want to pull up, let's go back one more time. Usually on these Chrysler vehicles, you'll see this OBD2 monitors includes misfire. If you click that, it typically has a real nice misfire function here. Let's see. The one that says which cylinder is, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. See where it says which cylinder is misfiring? If you click that, it'll bring up all your cylinders, and you can record this while you're driving. So we're going to hit record. And we're going to take it down the road and see if we can duplicate this problem. And like I say, it generally has to be in high gear. So typically you're up on the, when I feel it, it's whenever you're on the highway or you're above about 60, 65 miles an hour. You've got it in high gear, which I believe is 4th or 5th gear on this vehicle. And then you start slightly accelerating to where it doesn't want to downshift. It's just trying to pull the Jeep, and it really starts bucking really hard. So we'll see what we can do. That way we'll be able to figure out what cylinder or cylinders that we need to concentrate on. It's running good now. Nope, I haven't felt anything. There we go. Okay, cylinder 4 hit 7 misfires. 15. All right. So cylinder 4 is definitely a problem. Got 20 misfires on 4. misfiring right now. So what I'm doing, I'm going about 50 miles an hour. I'm in high gear, and I'm just barely pressing on the accelerator to try to get it to accelerate. And you just feel a constant misfiring. Just, there we go. Felt 2 or 3 that time. Yeah, it looks like 3. So, seems to be concentrated on cylinder 4. So that at least gives me a cylinder to take a look at. So let's head back to the house. Okay, so cylinder 4, I've actually got this coil. Whenever I replaced it, I marked all the plug wires. So I'm sure you can see that. And 4, plus it's actually marked here on the coil. 4 is this center. That center plug right there. Now the engine's hotter than hell right now, so I'm going to hold off on. I mean, the plug wire's not touching nothing. It's not rubbing up against anything. Looks fine. All the plug wires look fine. I guess the next thing to do is pull that plug. So I want to let this engine cool off, and then we're going to come back and pull that plug. Alright guys, so the engine's cooled off. And I think what I'm going to do is swap spark plugs, and I'll show you why. Alright guys, so you got a couple options on this. You could swap plug wires if they would reach. In this particular case, they won't reach. Number 2, which is this one here, will not reach over here to 4. 4 will reach over here to 2, but 2 will not reach 4. So about the only thing we can do at this point really is pull the number 4 plug out, since that was the cylinder that we're having all the issues with. And of course we'll take a look at it, but if we don't see anything wrong with it, I'm going to swap it over here to 2 and then drive it again and see if the misfire stays on 4 or if it switches over to 2. So let's do that real quick. So the plug doesn't look bad. Oh, yeah, well, I take that back. It does look bad. Look at that. It's completely cracked. So it looks like we're going to need another plug, and this will probably fix this problem right up. Anyway, that was quick and easy. Yeah, cracked plug. RE14PLP5. Just in case you guys are wondering, this is a 2007 Jeep Wrangler with a 3.8 engine. So basically I'm going to throw a plug in it, I'm going to test drive it, and I'm assuming it's probably going to be great. If it is, that's going to be the end of this video, is a replacement of a plug for a misfire. Just so you know, this misfire has been going on for probably at least 3 to 4 months, and it's kind of gotten worse over time, and it's only under, or it was only under those circumstances that I had to try to duplicate, which in this case it was about 50 miles an hour. Once it went into high gear and then you started slightly trying to push down on the gas pedal to accelerate, then you'd feel the bucking start. It'd start really, sometimes it'd buck once or twice and that would be it. Sometimes it'd buck really hard quite a few times, and then if you push the accelerator pedal farther down and it downshifted, everything was fine. But whenever you're in high gear and you're slightly accelerating, it actually puts a tremendous load on the ignition system. That's when you will see most ignition misfires. Anyway, this video is pretty much done. It's going to be a spark plug change. I'm not going to show putting the plug in and all that. If it does not fix it, this video will continue on. But we all know that this is probably going to take care of it. Anyway, you guys take care. We'll see you.